Exercise can help with function. For every function you have difficulty with, you may try different exercise options. Start by performing between 5 to 10 repetitions of the exercise. If you find you didn't tolerate the exercise or you could not perform it with control, decrease the number of repetitions or choose an easier option. If you did not feel the exercise was enough to challenge you, try progressing to the next option. It's reasonable to try a progression of exercise if you've performed it successfully for your previous 3 exercise sessions. You can progress by increasing the number of repetitions, adding resistance, or moving on to the next exercise option. These exercises will cover some lower body muscle groups which are important for the movement and function of your hips and knees. You can also consider adding in appropriate cardio exercises like walking, cycling, or swimming, or exercises for improving the strength of your upper body muscle groups. If you're limited in performing these exercises because of another joint problem, consider getting some advice from your local physiotherapist to guide you through alternative exercises. Before you start, do a short warm-up to get your body ready for the exercise. This can include marching on the spot, walking around with your walking aids, or riding your stationary bike for 3 to 5 minutes. Then stand near a table or counter, holding lightly for balance if you need it. Rise up onto your toes 5 to 10 times. Rock back onto your heels 5 to 10 times. Sit down in a chair and lift one leg at a time, pretending to march while seated for a count of 10. Then straighten and bend each of your knees 10 times on each side. Now you're ready to begin. Do you struggle to get up from a chair? These exercises can make it easier. They involve keeping your weight equal on both legs as you bend both of your knees. Keep your feet around hip width apart with your toes pointing forward. Your weight should go through the heel of your foot rather than rising up onto your toes. If balance is an issue, or if you're just starting out, do this standing with your back against the wall and your feet one step in front of the wall. Slowly bend your knees, remembering to keep weight equal on both legs. Your knees should stay over your feet, not tracking outward or inward. Move through the range of motion that you feel comfortable, then straighten up and repeat. If this is easy, stand in front of a firm, stable chair. Initiate the movement by moving your bottom backward and tipping your trunk forward. Remember to keep your back straight and weight through the back of your foot. Keeping your hands in front of you will help maintain your balance. Again, your knees should stay over your feet, not tracking outward or inward. When you need more of a challenge, stand in front of your chair and slowly sit down onto the chair. You can put a cushion on the chair to make it slightly easier for you. Initiate the movement by moving your bottom backwards and tipping your trunk forward. Keep your hands in front of you to keep your balance. If you need some assistance when rising, you can assist by lightly pushing up through your arms. To progress, increase the number of repetitions you do, add weight by holding onto some cans or some weights in your hand, or squat without touching the chair. Is it difficult to lift your leg onto your bed or in and out of your vehicle? If you rely on momentum or use another body part to assist in getting the leg up, these exercises target the mobility and strength required to improve your ability to perform these tasks. Sit upright in a chair. Tighten the muscles on the front of the thigh. Straighten your knee, lifting your foot off of the floor. Lower it slowly and repeat. Sitting back with your legs stretched out on your bed, place a small roll under one knee. Tighten the muscles on the front of the thigh. Press the knee into the roll while lifting your heel off the bed until your knee is straight. Slowly lower the heel back to the bed and repeat. Sitting back with one leg stretched out on the bed and the other knee bent. Tighten the muscles on the front of the thigh. Keep your toes pointed upward, then lift the straight leg a short distance off of the bed. Lower the leg back down and repeat. Sit in a chair with an ankle weight. If you don't have one available, tie an exercise band around your ankle and the leg of the chair, as we have done here. Keep your thigh stationary as you lift your foot and straighten your knee. Slowly lower the leg back to the starting position and repeat. Do you struggle to change position in bed? This can indicate that your core muscles may require some improvement. Some simple repetitions can make it easier for you to move around in bed. Sit forward on the edge of your chair. Cross your arms on your chest and tighten your stomach muscles. Then lean back a few inches. Return to the starting position and repeat. Lying on your back on the bed, bend your knees and hips. Cross your arms on your chest and raise your head and shoulders off the bed by tightening up your stomach muscles, doing a mini crunch. Return back down and repeat. Lying on your back with your knees and hips bent. Tighten your stomach muscles, then pushing through your legs, lift your hips up off the bed. Lower back to the starting position and repeat. Is it challenging for you to get up and down your stairs? To successfully climb up and down your stairs, your legs need to be strong enough to lift your body weight up and down the steps safely. If you depend excessively on your arms during stairs, or if you feel like your leg gives out on the stairs, these exercises can help. Standing with feet shoulder width apart, shift weight onto one leg. You'll keep the other foot on the floor for balance. Slowly bend the knee of the weight-bearing leg, then straighten it back to the starting position. It's okay if the other knee bends. Repeat. You can use stacked books or some yoga blocks for a short 2 to 4 inch step. Make sure it is stable. Put one leg up onto the step, lean forward and use this leg to lift your body weight without pushing off of the floor. Try to straighten the knee fully, then lower back down slowly. Consider moving your step into a corner if you need assistance with balance. If you find that you cannot do the exercise without pushing off of the foot on the floor, your step may be too high. After this height of step has become easy for you to do, you can raise it higher or move to doing the exercise on the first step of your stairway. Continue to look for control of the leg on the step to determine how many repetitions you do and how high your step should be. The progression from this will be a step down exercise. Start with both feet on top of the step, then slowly lower one foot down to the ground. If you have difficulty with balance, you can use a balance aid. Here our model is using walking poles. If you have difficulty with control, the height of the step should be lowered. Do you feel that you have poor balance on your arthritic leg? This may indicate weakness in the muscles surrounding the hip, often from changing patterns of movement because of the arthritis. This progression can be helpful in improving your control and stability through the leg. Lie on your bed with your toes pointing upward. Slide one leg away from the other, leading with the outside of the ankle. Your toes should stay pointing toward the ceiling throughout the exercise. Bring the leg back to starting position and repeat. If you have difficulty sliding on your bed, a plastic bag under your foot and lower leg can decrease the friction. Lie on your side on the bed with your knees bent and your feet together. You can use a small pillow between your knees if desired. Roll the top hip forward and keep your heels together as you lift up the top knee. Avoid rolling backwards. It's more important that you maintain the position while lifting rather than lifting the knee up high. Lower the knee slowly and repeat. A slightly more challenging exercise starts with lying on your side with both legs straight. Roll the top hip forward, then lift the top leg up without letting yourself roll backward. Keep your toes pointing straight ahead or toes slightly downward. Avoid letting your toes point up or rolling backward during the exercise. Standing with fingertip pressure on a stable surface if you have difficulty with balance. Shift your weight onto one leg. Tighten up your buttock on that side, then move the opposite leg out, keeping your toes straight ahead and your upper body straight. Bring the leg back to the starting position and repeat. Leaning to the opposite side means that you're moving your leg too far. When you need more of a challenge, you can add in an exercise band to the leg moving outward and inward. Remember to maintain good posture and keep the movement controlled. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We hope that these activities will help you improve your strength and improve your abilities. If you need more resources on living with osteoarthritis, please check out the other resources we have on www.edmontonboneandjoint.ca.